Hey guys, and welcome back.
And if you're new here, thanks for joining us today.
So you saw day 13 where we came to Weeki Wachee.
Weeki Wachee.
Today is going to be day 14, which is going to be the river boat.
The boat cruise.
It's a little tour of the spring.
Yep.
So stick along here for Vlogmas 14 to see the boat tour. So where are we going? We are going on the Wilderness River Cruise. So this way. We'll pass the children's playground. Seating is available on a first-come, first-served basis. Entire party must be present. It does say entrance over there where they're standing in line. Oh, because the entrance starts through here.
Yeah.
Approximately 120 minutes from here.
If you're standing there, I guess.
Yeah.
Line.
If you're standing there. This is reminding me of a Disney theme park.
Those kayakers out there. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
You want to go?
Yours.
Okay.
This is to be pretty.
I'm really good at pushing people away. I'll see if you at family events.
Crazy, just spinning around.
Sounds like you're right. It's like a the one.
Well, all right, everybody. I want to welcome you aboard the Aquabelle. My name is Keith, and I will be your first mate today. At the helm today, you have the incredible Captain Matt. How about a round of applause for our captain? There are three things I do need to go over on every boat ride, though. One, vertically remain seated as much as possible. We'd appreciate it. Two, anything you wish to bring back to the docks, just keep inside the rails, such as sunglasses, cameras, children, wives, husbands. Finally, we are United States Coast Guard inspected vessel. It's our duty to inform you where your life jackets are. Our adult life jackets will get these two white pins here in front. They're also located on the ground on the left of the helm and the rear of the boat. Our children's life jackets are also located in the rear of the boat for the two black bags up the ceiling. If something were to happen, you would take your life jacket, place it over your head, the strap would go around your back, get buckled in front of you with a bullet tied, and then you would remain calm as we all walk safely back to shore. They do make me do this. They do it my own way. For those of you with fear in your eyes, the water's about 3 feet deep on the side, so I do believe we'll be okay. About 8 feet deep in the middle. The mermaid show that water goes down to a depth of over 400 feet deep. Whoa. And yes, that was a mullet that was jumping out of the water in front of you.
I saw that. I said it was huge.
Yeah, the mullet will jump out of the water. I've seen the mullet jump at distances of up to 10 to 12 feet. I've seen it do it up to 6 times in a row. They could actually skip down and up the river. Another neat fact about the mullet is they also have a gizzard, like a chicken or a turkey. And when you look at the water, that'd be the most common fish you do see. There's still jumping away down there, yeah. There's a bird on your right-hand side there. That's called the anhinga. Making a little bit of noise going on there. You can hear it. Oh, she keep it that high up, though. Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah. But we wanted to go home with you, not be a mermaid. Yep, so right over there, the anhinga. Anybody hear snakebird or swamp turkey or water turkey? That's the bird that they're referring to. Yeah. See the white feathers on its back? Give it almost skeletonized biker jacket kind of look thing going on. The name anhinga actually means bird of evil spirits. And yes, the bird is trying to dry off. It's one of the few non-waterproof bird species. So after it's done swimming for its food, which it can hold its breath for up to 3 minutes underwater, it'll hop up there, open up its wings, face the warmest direction, typically the sun, and dry off. So I think you were all at the mermaid. Oh, mermaid show's at 1:30. You're going to be going there. When you're at the mermaid show, you'll be looking directly into what they call a first magnitude spring. Our first magnitude spring is the highest, fastest flowing category of spring there is. The category starts at 64 million gallons a day, but this spring puts out way more than that. Puts out between 117 million to 150 million gallons of water a day.
Wow.
Yeah. At 150 million gallons of water a day, that's enough water to give every resident in the entire state of Florida roughly 7 glasses of water each day. Yeah. And the water here is tested on a regular basis, at least monthly. Oh, red belly slider turtle swimming right through there. Turtles, great colors on them, actually.
Oh yeah, he's sticking his head out.
Yeah, everything you want to see will be on the opposite side of the boat.
Yeah, no matter where you're sitting.
We all designed that on purpose. You know, sorry, folks. No, those are your bubbles. There's the top of those there. Yeah, this water is tested on a regular basis, at least monthly, and it's found to be 99.8% pure. The 0.2% is just trace minerals, so you can actually drink this water. However, we don't recommend it if there's a busy day up there at Buccaneer Bay. I'll have to sit there if I get my due. There it is. There it is. There it is. And all year long, this water does come out at approximately 72 degrees. So anybody from the north will call this water beautiful. Anybody from the south will call it freezing. I like to ask your show of hands, who here thinks 72-degree water is freezing? Hands. So those should be the locals then, ladies and gentlemen. If you need a restaurant recommendation, one of these people should be able to help you out. Thanks for volunteering, folks. We do appreciate you. Most of my neighbors don't go in water like this. There's another fish too with striped vertical lines. Anybody see a fish with striped vertical lines? That's called the sheep's head. The sheep's head's a neat fish because if you caught a sheep's head, looked at it, it could smile back at you with what looks like a human set of teeth.
No.
Sheep's head teeth, look it up. It's very interesting. Borderline's on disturbing, I'll warn you. Many things in Florida that'll bite you, they're not one of them. They use those teeth to eat things like barnacles, crustaceans, and shellfish. They grind a shell so fine they can turn it into a salmon. Looking for one of my residents. I'm not seeing. I'm going to show you a couple of nests blocking for a second here. Tall stand of trees up that way. If you look at the front left one, about 9 o'clock, right where the needles start, that's a great blue heron nest. Very large bird. Now in the middle is a very hairy looking tree. You count 3 trees going beyond it. The base of that far back canopy, you'll see a bald eagle's nest sitting right there. You might see it. The eagle's been out and about, flying all today. I'll show you from here back. You have a trouble seeing it. We're gonna go around the corner. I'll point it out to you. How's that? Yeah, it's been different spots every time I've kind of going down the river today. So just keep your eyes open. Maybe somebody else spot it. So in front of me, behind me, when you want to see, you'll be looking up towards the roof, out towards the front of the boat, at an angle high, and I'll let you know when you can see that. If you see a bunch of trees leaning back there, we had a tornado that ripped through here about 2 years ago. Took out their nest, so that nest is about 2 years old. See it way up there in the back?
Yeah.
The grateful heron nest is right here. Big bird.
Oh yeah, huge back there.
It's funny, big bird, little tiny nest, big bird. And a huge.
No, I don't see
The last
it.
tree in the back. Last tree in the back.
Yeah.
Look up. Last
But
tree
the
in the
couple
back.
who built that
yeah.
nest have been coming here for 17 years.
I'll mark it on the camera for the viewers to see.
It's a huge nest.
Their names are George and Martha. And they'll add to their nest every year, so their nest gets heavier and heavier. So it's very easy for a nest to get to about 200 pounds. And the record for a bald eagle's nest was it happened for 34 years and weighed over 4,000 pounds.
Look at the fish, Mommy.
These little creatures on the right here, everybody wants to call them ducks. They're not ducks. Believe it or not, it's very rare to even see a duck up this way. These are fully grown, high-billed grebes. One of my favorite little creatures in the water. They do everything in the water because their feet are located really close to their butts. They don't walk well. They even make their nest in the water. But they can pop underwater due to where their feet position is so fast they earn the nickname water witch.
Wow.
And pie build just means this little band around their feet. And they are my favorite little creatures in the water, actually. I love them so much I gave them names. Doug is on the left, Donna is on the right. Doug was by himself for about 4 or 5 weeks. He met Donna about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, hoping it works out. But I've kind of made them as both wild animals, pets. I do leave them right where they are. I don't feed them. I watch them from a distance and just be in awe of their pretty amazing. And you are on the Weeki Wachee River. The Weeki Wachee is a Seminole Indian name, and it means winding waters. It's going to flow down that way, 12 miles. Oh, there's a limpkin. Kind of hard to see down there. Just walk to the left. Right behind that eagle with its wings open. So it's 12 miles down the Gulf of Mexico. Fresh water for 3 to 5 miles. Then it turns is tidal influenced, and then increases salinity to all salt as it dumps in the Gulf of Mexico. And Weeki Wachee is a Seminole Indian phrase. Again, it means winding waters. Our high school is called Weeki Wachee High School. Right next door is our elementary school. It's called Winding Waters. They're actually named the same thing. Yeah. Funny. I don't know if anybody got to see that brown for the white spot. It's called the limpkin eat apple snails. This is called sawgrass on the right-hand side over here. Anybody who's out there ever walking through sawgrass knows why it's called sawgrass. The side's serrated and it'll cut you. But it's got these little dots at the bottom are apple snail eggs. And the flower bloom that is done on there, it's got that plant flowers just about the beginning of June of every year. It finishes flowering just about the end of November, which is done right now. Native American Indians used to use the time to tell them when the great winds could come, what we call hurricanes, it blooms all the way through hurricanes. And it's called sawgrass. Anybody here know anything about plant? It's not a grass at all, it's actually a sedge. It's got 3 leaves, so it's got sawgrass and sausage. True story. In front of us, you're going to see these structures that are blocking a little bit here. These structures coming up out of the ground, those are called cypress knees. And they're part of that approximately 400-year-old bald cypress tree up there. And if you look at the background, there's another tree actually growing in its underneath its canopy right there. But you can see in the back there's a good-sized tree. About 400 years old. We do have some bald cypress trees in the park that are about 600 years old. So some of these trees are growing here about the 1400s. A little younger one here, this one growing up out of the river. This one's only about 100 years old. These trees are really heavily over-harvested for the rock-resistant nature of that wood. As they realized how slow they grow, they did their best to protect it. That tree there, at 100 years old, you can see how few board feet of lumber you would get. And you can see they call it bald cypress. Lose all of those needles every year. Most conifers or pine trees will lose 20 to 30% of their needles per year. So it's just starting its bald phase right now. I thought I was going through my bald phase, but I'm not really sure. I'm still hoping for springtime. We'll see what happens. I never give up. If there are any questions, feel free to ask. Yes. Oh, you saw some of those? Yes. There's tiny little skinny fish. Nope, it's fine. Nope, it's good. They're called needlefish. Yep. Needlefish looks like the eelgrass. Sometimes you'll see them on the side. They're very tough to spot. Once you see one, you'll start to see more and more of them. There's one swimming right there. Needlefish are kind of neat. They're one of the only fish species that can swim backwards. They're kind of like the hummingbirds of the water. And the mermaids, well, sometimes you'll see a spotted gar. They have the same long nose, and they're in the same family, so they can also swim backwards. Up here on the left-hand side where that railing is there, that's Parker's Landing. It's part of the Springs Coast Environmental Educational Center. It's a place we bring our Hernando school children. In 4th, 5th, and 6th grades, we teach them all about the river. You can see a board back there, which is kind of neat because it actually shows you actual wingspans of birds, right? Probably noticed it on the way down. Which is kind of neat to get an idea of how large some of the bird species actually are.
Oh,
I
wow.
was kind of hoping to show you an eagle today. I know they were in and out and about today. Now the bald eagle is so big. Another way to look at it is your average living room or bedroom ceiling is about 8 feet high. That bird was sideways in that room. Our wingtip professional floor and ceiling at the same time, about a foot taller than this boat. Credit card right here, Cat. What's that? Credit card. What? There's a credit card right here. Oh, okay.
Someone jumped in for a second.
I figured I better slow down and clarify what you just said.
No, that's good. Yeah. Sorry about that, Cap. I apologize. I apologize. Over here on the right, this is Weeki Freshwater Adventures. You guys can rent the kayak and paddleboard. You come here. It's my folks will push you off here and go about 3 miles down the river. They'll pick you up, kayak up your gear up, and bring it back up to the top. See this river by kayak is probably the best way to see this river. The jet skis used for rescue purposes. They call that the worst way to see our waterways around here. If you went online at weekiwachee.com, that's where you make your reservations for it. You can see the eagles, the ring feathers, looking at it. That beak is so sharp on that thing that it actually looks at you almost as layers.
He's just looking around. He's like,
Yeah, you see those sheeps that here? There's the other needlefish there. You see some of the fish with the teeth there. See striped fish there. Yeah, those are the ones with the teeth. Usually it's a good spot. That wave just kind of ruffled it. That's a school right there. Needlefish right on the top swimming.
You know, the temperature
You're a little
of
Florida
the water
fact here, or
is
southern
warmer
fact.
than the
Does everybody know what the gray
temperature
stuff that hangs from the trees is called? No name? Yeah, Spanish moss. It's called Spanish moss. If you didn't know, it's okay. It's not Spanish. It's not even a moss. It's actually related to the pineapple, the vermillite family. Almost an airplane. It's almost everything it needs from here. It needs just a tiniest bit of flaking from the trees. That's why in some of the older trees, I pointed out because it's kind of neat.
It's on.
Another eagle over here. It's kind of neat
They're
because
everywhere.
Big.
it's an indicator of air quality. You really only see Spanish moss in places with good air quality.
They're
The way it
big.
takes from the trees, you can actually make a blanket out of it.
It could be
By the end of the
lunch.
Civil War, the most commonly issued blanket in the South was made out of Spanish moss. It was such a neat material, it got
That's
the
how big
attention
they
of
are.
Henry Ford. He decided he was gonna stuff it in the seats of his Model T Fords instead of wool. And Henry Ford was a very smart man, but he didn't know enough about a chigger. If you don't know, a chigger's a little red bug, make you itch for 2 weeks that you never saw before, and that led to the first automobile recall. Maybe the slogan itching to buy a Ford, but I can't confirm that last part. My truck's a Chevy. Yeah, but it's a neat material. The American Indians would use it when they made their canoes, kayak, dugouts, whatever you want to call them. They would soak in the water. They would lay it on top there to keep the wood from splitting. It actually works around plants pretty well, kind of like a sphagnum moss. Kind of some balance on there. Everything's a little closed up here, but you can see the yellow flowers on the right-hand side up there. Those are called marsh marigolds. In case you never thought about it, when you think about the word Florida, Florida is really named for flowers or flora, which is another name for plants. So it's really Florida or the floral place, and that's how Florida actually gets its name.
I didn't know that.
Me neither.
One mermaid show today at 1:30. Work my way up there and check that out. As we do work our way back here at the right-hand side, just keep your arms on the inside, and you all can remain seated. We are tied up at the dock with the gate open. We would appreciate it. And once again, my name is Keith. On behalf of Captain Pat and myself, we do love this river. We love to share it with you. We hope you love it too. Thanks for joining us, folks. Have a great day.
I hope you enjoyed the boat tour on the spring. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up. Let me know
which part of the boat tour you like the most, and if you would go on it.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get notified every time we upload a video. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.